Welcome back, everybody. This is Rethink Gaming Sunday Night RPGs. We're playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. We're in Chapter 6. We're using Discord and Fantasy Grounds. Thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at www.sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. If you want to support this content, please consider checking us out on DM's Guild or joining us on Patreon. Over on DM's Guild this week, we've recently released a map pack for Chapter 7. If you keep watching this, you'll see us play through it, I'm sure. All that said, let's begin. Last week, we were in the middle of the Caves of Hunger. We had just gone into some Rimmeraz dens, I guess. The Rimmeraz raise their eggs in pools of melted water, and they melt that water with their own body heat. It's also how they make their tunnels. So the party has killed and smashed some eggs. I don't know if they smashed them all. I don't remember. But are now over the body of a dead Rimmeraz. A couple youth, I think, we just killed. And we had just faced a gnoll vampire, driving it off pretty readily, but it fled before being destroyed.
Did we take a long rest or something?
Did we take a long rest?
Looks like it.
I don't remember.
No, I'm still down spell slots, so we took a short rest, and maybe there was some didn't die.
There we go.
So, where would we like to go from here?
I suggest that we get out of the spawning pits if we're going to hole up somewhere.
And did we find any treasure at all? I forget. In any of these pools?
No. Beyond the eggs, which are a treasure to some, nothing.
What's in this room over here to the east?
As soon as you step into the room, you hear footsteps behind you. You feel hot breath against the back of your neck.
I immediately take a swing at it.
Your
Is that
axe
close?
connects with empty air.
Whoosh. Creepy. Who's there?
Do these stairs go up or down? These stairs to the north, on the north side of the room.
That is a tunnel, Rimmeraz tunnel. It goes up.
Is it kind of smooth like the one we kind of slid down?
It is.
Not to interrupt play, but I just have a black screen. I don't see anything.
Oh, okay. Let me make sure that you are on here. Any better?
No. Should I exit out of it and have you push it to me again?
No, I think I may have the wrong Zeno. There were two I saw earlier today. So let me
No.
yoink this one out of the party. Now,
Still black.
Can you scroll out?
I'm scrolling out and in and out and in and left and right, and I got lots of black with a white. Oh, now I see it. What'd you do? We're good. Okay.
probably had to reshare it after fixing your character ownership. Anywho. Oh, wait. What are you doing there? Mr. Gerund? Down here in this cave, right?
I was that was by accident. I was around the pillars, and something all of a sudden my map
Okay.
zoomed
Well,
all
let
the
me
way
know
out.
if you're going down there.
So get my icon out of there. I have not explored that room yet.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Sigger, you find no one to fight in the room with you there.
That's incredibly disappointing.
By the way, last week, Sigger had said a prayer to the god of luck and jumped down the hole. I neglected to order inspiration at that time. I'm doing so at this time. DMs, if you're watching, I missed that. Mostly because I neglect Jerry and didn't mean to him. But, you know.
That's
Carrying
fair.
New.
That's why he's not getting it for this role playing is no, 'cause he already has it. Anyway, spend your inspiration, folks. It's like a Christmas tree over here. What are we doing?
We're going down here.
Oh, okay. Going down there. This chamber rises to a height of 40 feet and is shaped like an egg. The floor is slightly concave and sinks toward a 15-foot diameter hole in the floor that seems to be the upper end of a tunnel.
Is this another tunnel that slides down or slopes down?
This one slopes down, yes.
I'm in.
Kozgeth, you can hear someone whispering your name. Something else in a language you don't understand.
Oh
But-
boy.
Additionally, your name.
Can I roll an inside check to see why so many of us are just hopping down holes? There's a hole. I'll just jump down it.
Because it's rad.
It's like a big slide.
Someone's gonna shield slide around the hole, like one of those coins at the mall.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the same type of logic that gets you a Lego in the nose.
What are you trying to say?
I will look to Villian and be like, we're not normally this reckless, but I mean, so far everything's working out. So
Usually we're
and
way
give her a
more
shrug.
Villian smiles and says, "No, I'm excited too. I can't wait to find the city."
Why would you lie to this woman? You've been exactly this reckless this entire time.
This seems above and beyond even for us.
Beyond riding dragons or chickens or
Any
just
exploding
saying.
nuclear devices.
I don't remember that one.
Artifacts that turn people to ash.
Oh, that wasn't me. But yeah.
All right. This tube is not quite as angled and not quite as slidey. Still fun, but not dangerous. And leads you into a grove of frost-covered trees in a 50-foot high cavern, the floor of which is a mixture of earth and ice. By some magic or miracle, the trees are alive. Their canopies thick with frosty leaves, their branches bearing purple pears that hang like ornaments. A low wall, broken in several places, threads its way through this grove, which is surrounded by 6 exits.
I'm gonna go eat a pear.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, fruit salad sounds delicious.
How the pear's not frozen?
I can't move my character, by the way.
Unlocked.
There we go. Parry time.
You first.
Yeah. I'm gonna shake the tree violently and see which one falls down.
Okay. Violently shaking the tree produces 11 purple pears.
All right. I'm gonna consume one.
Did you heat it up first? Did you cook it? Or you just down this thing?
Nah, I'm hoping I can like float Charlie in the Chocolate Factory style.
Excuse me.
You remember what happened to that little girl? Wait, was it the plum or the grape? She got big and round. And she rolled
Blueberry
around.
pie, I think.
Yeah.
Just want to
Could
check
happen.
one thing. I think I know the answer, but I'm checking anyway. Just a second.
Pretty
That would definitely
sure
happen, Bob.
that girl was like a millionaire, so I think that's all right.
Yeah, her dad owned a factory of some kind. Violet was her name.
Just a kid, man. Jesus. Can't help what her parents do for a living.
She deserved it because her daddy was rich. Is that what we
Okay.
just said?
That was our conclusion. Yes.
Wow.
So
These
as
little
you
thing out of
eat
control.
the pear with her, you feel magical energy coursing into your veins. You have received a supernatural charm. You have the ability to cast the sending spell as an action, no components required.
Sweet. I want to flex my muscles after eating the pear.
All right, I'm double fisting it. I'm eating 2 of them.
You're going to eat 2 of them.
That's not what that means.
Okay. You feel one with nature, Zeno, as you are able to cast the Druidcraft spell as an action. No components required. You're eating another one? Yes?
Yeah, I ate 2.
Okay. You also are able to innately cast the invisibility spell as an action with no components required.
I gotta eat another one now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm shiny now. These things are great for your skin. You guys got to eat some of this stuff.
I will try one if someone will hand me a pear.
Here you go.
I will eat mine like the distinguished rogue I am. I will cut it into bite-sized pieces with one of my daggers. One of my 32 daggers.
Okay, Jarrett. You have the innate ability to cast the lightning bolt spell.
Ooh. Is that how many times? Is that like tied to my proficiency bonus or?
You don't know. You just feel and innately know that you can cast a lightning bolt spell. You need no training. You can just will it into being.
Can I eat another 2 of these things?
Sure. So, your second one gives you the ability to cast the Fairy Fire spell. And your third one makes you violently ill. You hurl immediately, everywhere, and now are suffering painful stomach cramps.
Guys, don't eat 3.
Noted. I will grab a second one, Bob, and just put it in my pack. for later.
Okay.
And Cosgath is going to eat just one of them.
Okay. So Toman has picked up a pear and begun to cast his Identify ritual. This will take him 10 minutes. Sorry. Kosgeth is eating one?
Yes, please.
Okay. That is Druidcraft for Kosgeth.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Figure's not interested. He's decided that pears are not made of meat, and so he's going to move on.
I'm gonna turn 3 or 4 of these things invisible and throw them at Sigger.
Okay. After you've cast the invisibility spell 3 times, you are no longer able to do it.
Ah, that's... All right, guys. So there's a limited use to this stuff. I can no longer turn things invisible.
Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Hold on.
We did establish this is a EVP arena.
So, Bob, are all of these trees just like loaded with these pears?
There are pears on all the trees, yes.
Wow. And what about these? Like, these walls look more like fences or like ruins of a structure?
They look like ruins of a structure. They're incredibly old, somewhat crumbly to the touch.
Okay. I'm going to scout ahead. There's a passage to the north here,
Velian is going to put a few pears in her bag as well.
and I will do so stealthily.
Yeah. If you've got a pouch, take 2 of them.
Okay, make your stealth check, sir.
There it is. Doo-doo, doo-doo.
Okay.
So just another one of these smaller tubes. Does that one go up?
Those are rough-hewn stairs. That is not a
Oh, those are
rimmer's
actually
hole.
stairs. Okay. And do they go up or down?
They go up.
Okay. Back here.
Okay, before you do the next room, Toman, you have identified these as purple pears. They are dryad magic.
Anything else we can learn about like how dangerous they are?
Yeah, so the properties of them, they're magically delicious. They provide sustenance and can bestow one of 8 different magical charms. It's impossible to tell which pear will bestow which charm until it is eaten. And again, it's all sustained through the magic of a dryad.
All right. I will put 3 in my bag.
Okay. You hear a voice calling out, somewhat sheepishly, somewhat softly. But nobody understands it.
Just the same one that was talking to Cosgeth. Did it sound similar, Cosgeth?
No, that was a
Oh.
whispering voice. This is a woman's voice.
So everybody can hear this.
Yeah, this is reverberating through the chamber.
Does it seem to have a source, or is it just kind of coming from everywhere?
It's coming from the trees.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages and see if I can figure out what's being said.
Okay. She said, hello?
I'll reply and say hello.
Are you friendly?
I'll reply yes, nod my head.
You see from within the trunk of the tree nearest Cosgath, a female form made entirely of plants steps out, keeping one hand and one foot attached to the trunk. Why are you here?
Is that a vegan?
We're looking for a city of sorts.
You seek Yitharin.
I think that's the one. Can you show us the way?
Perhaps. Tell me your name.
My name is Wither. And these are my fine companions.
Hello, Wither. Hello, companions. I am Hathawin.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
It has been some time since I've had any visitors who meant me no harm.
We're pretty peaceful people.
Did you like the pears?
The first two are great. The third one, kind of gave me some indigestion.
She chuckles. Mustn't be greedy.
So about this city, do you know where we can find it?
It's not far. Are you in a rush?
I don't think we're in a rush per se, but just wanting to get away from the worm tunnels.
They won't harm you if you leave their babies alone.
Good thing we're peaceful people.
Yeah, so the woman is speaking to Wither in a language you can't understand. Wither is replying, I assume, in common,
Yep.
and she understands him.
Well, is there something here you'd like to show us, or perhaps is this a good place to rest? My friends and I are a bit weary.
This is an excellent place to rest. I could warn you if any trouble appears.
I think that sounds good. I'll turn and ask the party if they would like to take a long rest.
Do it.
Villian is eyeing the creature somewhat suspiciously. Why does she want us to rest? The city is close, is it not?
That's true. I'll turn and ask the same question.
These caves are dangerous, she says.
I thought you just said this area was safe.
I can warn you if danger comes.
Can we tell if she's lying? I know Toman just rolled insight.
She's not trying to deceive you, but she wants something. She's desperate.
Is there something that we could help you with while we're here, or after we've reached the city?
You shouldn't go to the city. What animal are you handling?
If you
Yeah,
have to
whatever
ask,
this creature is that just came out of the.
I don't know. It's a person, give or take.
I'm gonna try to ride her.
I can't charm her into allowing us to scratch on her back and.
Not with those skills, no. Here. She's made of tree.
Well, why is it that you don't want us to go to the city?
It's been very long since I've had anyone to talk to.
Well, why don't you come along? You can talk while we walk.
She looks down. She seems very sad. I cannot.
You can't walk?
I cannot leave the land of the living.
Is the city the land of the dead, then?
There is nothing but ice in every direction. No roots, no life.
Perhaps there's a way for us to bring life to that area and give you a larger territory to roam.
That would be wonderful. I don't know if it's possible. My magic sustains as much as it can already.
So I have Druidcraft, which has one of the following effects. One of them, you could instantly make a flower blossom or a seed pod open or a leaf bud bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Possible that I could make a path for her if it's not too far.
I don't think so. There's no vegetation. Other than this magically enchanted grove, there's nothing to encourage.
One of the other effects of the Druidcraft is I'm able to cast a tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts whether or not we will be at this location for the next 24 hours. Will that help us feel confident in resting?
No, I think it predicts the weather, not whether or not you'll be there.
Ha! Now I see. That makes a whole lot more sense.
It's prognostication. There are spells that make me do those backflips, but
I have augury that would be more in line, but I don't know if that's going to work here.
Can I use can I use that control weather orb thing that I have to change the climate down here?
roll wisdom for me.
Okay. Whoops.
That's fine. One of them was a 14. So, thinking it through, you realize you could, but you're under a mile of ice. You just flood the whole area.
Side effect of our.
Is there something that we could do for you to help with your situation?
Can you tell me a story?
Well, I'll tell you who tells great stories is Sigurd.
Sigurd, tell her about the chicken.
It was a great beast. And I choked it. I choked that chicken until it died.
Yikes.
He's speaking in metaphors, of course.
What's a metaphor?
Bizarre, but strangely accurate.
All right. So she listens intently. Very pleased. She plucks a pear from a tree and eats it. She's ecstatic.
Is anyone else curious by the fact that she said that most her visitors are trying to harm her? Did we want to find out more about that, or are we just gonna?
Well, by all means, ask away.
She can't understand me, so I guess I'm talking to Wither.
Yeah, we can ask about that. So you said people want to harm you. Who's coming here that wants to harm you?
Many of late. The vampire awoke not long ago.
Is the vampire in the city?
No, he stalks these halls, cackling madly. I can hide from him if I know he's there. Elves came from underground. They were very rude. And then there are the ones who come from the city. They followed the dark elves up at first, but now they frequently come out. Strange, one-eyed creatures. They seem as though they were once men, but none will speak now.
Well, perhaps we could remove some of this evil from this place.
Perhaps. Have you removed any evil before?
Toman has. And
Killed a
Cosga.
massive chicken once.
Tell me the story.
I'll look over at Toman and encourage him to relay the story.
Do I still have the codicil of the white? I did give that to someone.
You do have it.
All right, I'm going to read her one of the poems.
Okay. She enjoys that greatly as well. After spending some time with her, you come to realize that she's so desperate for someone to talk to that she just wants you to talk. Doesn't take much to impress her. And every time you stop, she asks some kind of leading question to get you to start talking again.
All right, so do we want to hunt down a vampire, go check out another chamber, or ask her to lead us to the city now? Or do we want to take our long rest?
I guess I'm going to ask her to take us back, or take us to the city, or point us to the city now. We must be on our way.
Villian
Oh, no.
very much agrees.
Did the pears grow back? We have a few more.
There are many, she says, gesturing to the trees.
All right, I'm gonna grab 6 more, and I'm gonna make mead out of them.
Okay.
9. 6 are reserved for the mead. It'll be called Purple Haze.
Nice. She asks if you've ever been to a big city before.
After you show us the way to this one, yes.
Will you promise to rest here before you move on?
Promise we'll rest here when we come back.
You may not come back. It's dangerous.
We'll come back. Look at how sneaky Garand is. He'll scout the way ahead and make sure that we don't run into any danger.
I mean, I could really use a nap.
Yeah, I actually could. It's like I would not be opposed to getting some rest before we move on.
We can take shifts if our witch friend is. I'm happy to not take a full rest. I can take a short rest or two.
Oh, there is a chamber to a point in the direction of the northern chamber and say there's nothing in there, but there are some actual stairs leading up. I've had a chance to look at that chamber so far. And
She says, don't stray too far. There is a thing up there. Can't you sense it?
I don't sense anything.
None of you can feel that evil?
Maybe Kozgath can feel it.
I'll cast Beast Sense.
I can cast Divine Sense. One second here. Actually, not sure how to cast it. There's no
No problem. Okay. You use your training to harness your senses and stretch out. You're looking for otherworldly creatures, fiends, and undead, I believe.
Mhm.
There's nothing in the immediate radius of the spell. However, something notices you, grabs a hold of your mind, drags you deep into a starry void filled with tentacles and horrors, and babbles incoherently in a million languages all at once. What seems like a day passes in a moment, and you're standing there trying to breathe.
Yikes. There is something bad here, y'all. And I want to leave immediately.
No, stay. You're safe here, she says.
Well, I'll look around at the group for how they want to proceed.
I say,
I say we
rest,
find. Yeah.
we go up the stairs, and we kill it.
Do you want to search the other 6 chambers or the other 6 areas, exits? Then rest.
You can do that while I rest.
Well, Kazgaz's vote is that we leave and don't rest here with the dryad.
I would vote that we rest as well, but if we need to move on, then we move on.
Sino begins tromping down the hallway.
As quiet as
why
I
are you
can.
making all that noise?
I'm checking out these chambers before we sleep. And
Oh,
I'm not sure somebody who has to attach to a tree is going to be able to protect us.
well, she probably doesn't need to rest like the way we do, so she can stay awake and watch. But there's no reason we can't sleep in shifts as well. I will.
Velian
Also,
says, I have a wonderful idea. She pulls the professor orb out of her pack. She sets it on top of her backpack, somewhat near the dryad, and says, this device knows everything there is to know about the Netheril, vampires, and making fine elvish wine. The dryad claps her hands together and begins asking it questions, and it answers in its little C-3PO voice. And they go back and forth and back and forth, and she's ecstatic. Maybe now we can get some rest, Millian says.
All right.
She begins casting her tiny hut spell. Fear not, young warrior, she looks to Kazgath. You'll be safe inside.
Mm-hmm.
Before we sleep, I want to see what I can determine about the origin of the stonework on the walls
Okay.
with my dwarven stone thing.
That is magically summoned stone. Probably from another dimension. Or another plane, I should say.
That's that. Aye, lads, we got magic rocks tonight, keeping us cozy.
Appreciated.
Alright, so we're doing the rest thing?
Yes, I
Whatever.
believe so.
Oh.
Okay. The night passes. As Zillion ends the hut spell in the morning, or you assume it's night, you have no idea, you can't see the sky. The dryad is still talking to the orb. She holds her hand up to pause the orb in mid-sentence and says, 4 creatures came up from the city and are in that chamber. She points to the very south one, south of Sigurd.
All right. We roll on initiative now, or we want to actually go in first?
This one over here?
Yes. Huddled together are 4 hunched creatures with spiny backs and sharp claws. Each one stares at you with an unblinking eye.
Oh, did we just take off? Alrighty.
Zeno, you get advantage on initiative. FYI.
Why am I rolling at disadvantage?
Because you are poisoned.
Oh,
Yeah,
All right,
you're a
then.
greedy little pear eater.
So does somebody have? Can they unpoison me?
It has to wear off.
Ah,
You do a juice cleanse.
I think that's what he's going through.
Yikes.
All right. Do we have initiatives locked in? Oh, not Villian.
Everyone except for.
Yeah. Why can't I? Oh well. Okay. Mr. Rogue, sir.
Alrighty, there are. I'm gonna squeeze in 2 here. Yeah, here's good. And I will take a shot at number 4.
Okay.
And just regular old damage this time.
Regular damage indeed.
And that's it for me.
All right, so let's go ahead and we're raging out and do a great axe. Whoops, I'm dropping on the wrong person. Hold on. Hit. Ooh, not very hard. On the backswing, we got little rusty.
I'm checking to see who speaks certain languages here. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did I just understand that, or did Cosguest understand? Or the Cosguest
Cosguest.
understand?
Yes.
3 people speak Elvish, 2 people speak Draconic. That's what I wanted to find out.
Hey,
Okay.
Zeno, did you move to make your attacks?
I speak Elvish, but it didn't show up.
Same.
Oh, whoops! Now I'm done. There it is.
Move into position. And we'll cast my very tiny AoE spell. Word of Ring.
One saved, one didn't.
And we'll summon my spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
Do I get to attack on the first go round or no? I can't remember.
It does, yes.
Didn't work.
Sigger, you ready?
I am. Do the thing that we do. Nice.
Okay, Nothic number 1 is going to step. Wait, that's 2. Hold on. This is number 1. Nope. Number 1's got nowhere to go. He is going to attack. We do 2 claw attacks. It's going to wildly scratch at Zeno. Missing twice. Now the 2 babbles something in a language that several of you can understand about half of. A word here or there. It's not quite Draconic, and it's not quite Elvish. Zeno, would you like an opportunity attack? On Nothic 2, if you would like, you can make an opportunity attack.
Zeno definitely went for a beer run.
Yep. Okay. I do want to take an opportunity attack on 2.
Yes.
And I whiffed again.
Okay. With its back sort of pressed to the wall, it's going to try to skirt around. It is going to use its rotting gaze on Sigurd. Sigurd saves. No damage.
What are you looking at?
Nothic 3 belts something out. Something about a colossus. And swings. Slips and falls on the ground. Excuse me. Unused to the ice. And 4 does claw attacks on Telman. 1 hit. One miss. Velian runs back into the Dryad Grove. Kozgeth.
Okay. I'm gonna do lay on hands on Wither to neutralize the poison. Does that
Okay.
work?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it says I can spend 5 points from the pool to neutralize a poison or remove a disease.
Tell you what then. Let's assume that you did that last night,
Okay.
since you would have had the ability to do so and no reason not to do it. Let me find it and clear it.
Praise. Ever so kind and benevolent DM.
What would you like to do instead?
I'm gonna run up and hit Nothic 2. Okay, and I'm gonna hit him again. Alright, and that's it from me.
Okay, nothing 2 goes down.
All right, I'm gonna fling a firebolt at Nothic 4.
Top of the order, rogue time.
Okay. Now that I've got my position, I will take steady aim this round and aim at Nothic 4. Surprise! And that is all.
All right. We will take out the first gentleman. There we go. All right, let's actually do some damage this time. And with the backswing, barely tap him.
Possible to maneuver to here. Out an opportunity attack.
No.
Close to the wall.
Well, I don't believe you left anyone's reach.
Okay, so we're all good there.
Mhm.
All right, then I will utter my other divine word. Word of radiance. With the weapon.
And do a reckless attack with Great Weapon Master. Whoops, that was supposed. I don't know what that was. I grabbed the wrong die. Hey, Bob,
I fixed it. Go ahead.
did you add the 10 for Great Weapon Master?
Is that in your damage now?
It is not.
Go ahead and roll it with the added 10. I took the 5 you did earlier off.
Oh, okay. Alright, and we do Great Weapon Master attack again. So it did not do my Why is it doing that? Here, I'll see if I hit.
Be right back.
Okay, it was a hit. Alright, so for that final hit, he's gonna, he's gonna hit him with his axe, and as he's like drooping down, Tigger's just gonna grab that eye and pop it right out.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Nothic 3 falls down. Villian comes running back into the room with the Professor Orb stretched out in front of her, takes a look at the ghastly scene and says, "No! No, you fools! Quick, heal one! Raise it from the dead, do something!"
Why would we do that, lass?
Tigger has an eyeball.
I'll like hide it behind my back guiltily.
Yeah, we voted to kill him, and the eyes have it.
She glances at you through narrowed eyes, breathes, relaxes. "Thank you, dear adventurers. But I am pressed to remind you that we are here on an expedition. We are seeking powerful magic. Please be careful." She thinks about saying something else, grits her teeth, and decides not to.
As she walks out, we loot the bodies.
I think the pyres didn't agree with her. Is it just me, or she lost it a bit?
It was definitely something that one of them said. She ran, she fetched the orb and brought it back, but they were all dead when she returned, and was shocked and very disappointed. So, as
Someone's
you...
gonna walk over to Wither and whisper, I could bring one of them back if we think it's a good idea, but I'm not so sure.
I think they need to stay dead for now. There's probably more.
Aye.
So as you go to search the bodies, there have bits of cloth just sort of sticking to them in various places. Probably used to be clothing, but a very, very long time ago, and nothing of any value.
Should we go tell the tree lady?
We told her we were peaceful people.
We can peacefully tell her that they're no longer a threat.
Yeah, we'll tell her we protected her grove.
I mean, these were clearly bad guys. You saw them, right?
I think one of them's still looking at your pocket.
Are you talking to her?
I just like out in general.
Oh, okay. She starts to say something, but does not.
Can we ask her, is there anything else around?
You're asking the Dryad?
I think I have to ask Wither, because I don't think she understands me.
Unless I would have to burn another spell, I can't understand her anymore. It only lasts for like an hour, I think.
Well, then if we can't understand her, she's not going to be able to show us. So do we just start exploring? Should we go on this next tube?
I think that seems reasonable.
So as you start to go down that hallway, the Dryad calls to you. You can't understand what she's saying, but she is advising against this course of action that you're taking.
Let's keep going.
Garen, do you want to go ahead stealthily?
Always. 1 second.
We could try my stealth roll, but we saw how that went.
As I'm going along, I will keep an ear out for anything that might be up ahead of me.
Okay. The tunnel opens to a vast grotto enclosed by gleaming ice. Consigned to this frozen sepulchre is a fantastic city, sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting way by green and purple lights that shed no warmth.
Ooh.
The city is slightly tilted, its spires leaning away from you, as though recoiling from your presence. You stand atop a causeway of frost-covered ice that stretches towards the city like a dead, frozen tongue of some hideous behemoth out of whose mouth you've just stepped.
Ooh. Well, we found the city we're looking for. And I will kind of dash back real quick and relay that it's like found the city. It's spooky looking.
Upon finding the city, everyone levels up. We can do that now or
Yeah.
later.
Is it made of the same stone as those in the grove?
It is.
More magic rocks.
So I guess, is everyone following down there?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Following, yep. Sorry about it.
Okay, and we are good with this story transition into chapter 7?
Do you mean, do we want to go back and explore any of the other things before we move into the city?
That is my question, yes.
I'm good.
I'm good.
We don't want to kill a vampire.
We could find him on the way out.
Alrighty. Well, I suppose for a recording and playthrough perspective, then we should probably end here for tonight. Everyone can level, and we can be ready to go next time. Unless anybody has a different idea.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Next week, chapter 7. See you then.